Thanks for joining us, and welcome to the best business loans in town and the BA Fund. I'm a co-founder, and my name is John Patterson. Our companies do something better than anyone else, finding the best deals on business loans. I have been asked to give a short demonstration on what happens when you refer us clients who need help with a business loan. There are 3 basic steps to this process. Step 1, you. While you are out and about doing business development or helping out clients, you keep an ear out for folks who need a business loan. You let them know about us and ask if we can price shop their loan for them. If agreeable, you refer the lead to us. Step 2 is what I'm about to show you now. It allows us to quickly figure out if the deal is doable and what is the best case pricing.
Great. And what I'm going to do next is give you a couple real-life scenarios of what could happen and how we can help your clients out. Our first scenario we'll do is the perfect strong borrower who's looking for pricing. And this you might run into more often than you think. In this particular scenario, she went to her bank and she got pricing for a loan, and she's finding very difficult calling up the other banks and getting pricing without making an application. So she reached out to us to find out what the best pricing is in the area and if she is finding the best price. So on this one, this is a physician and she wants to buy real estate. She's looking for a loan about $500,000. And everything about this candidate is great. She has great credit. She's been open many years. She has lots of experience. And when we look at her tax return, she thinks we're going to see plenty of income to cover the debt. Her practice is in Miami-Dade County. For this particular exercise, we're just going to leave the zip code as is. She is located in Florida. The 2 banks she told us she talked to was BB&T and Bank of America, so we're going to take them out of our mix. The category that best describes her business is going to be medical. The loan can be secured 100% by real estate. She is a U.S. citizen, and the business does have daily sales. It's not a new business, so we'll leave not applicable there. The sales price of the property is $1 million. She will occupy over 51% of the property. It's going to be owner-occupied. The type of business she wants to buy is going to be a medical office. And we already pre-filled her information. And then we'll see what kind of matches we can find. The program right now is shifting through the data we inputted for her against the data that the lenders gave to us. We have data on 34 banks with a presence in Florida and a lot of banks outside the area who might be interested in the deal. Oh, and here we are. So here's the matches. So traditional financing, this is mostly banks. But as you can see here, now we can see what she wasn't able to see very fast. So we know each bank or lender has their own unique number. But this tells us on the first one, it's a 10-year term loan, interest rate 4.85. The rate is locked for 10 years. The payments are based off a 20-year amortization. If there's anything special about the loan, it would be listed here. As I scroll down, you can just take a look at all the different matches we have on this strong loan. Besides traditional lenders, there's a lot of SBA lenders who are interested in the deal and their possible best case pricing. And then we have the last category, which is the non-traditional. So this is the private lenders, equity funds, things of that nature, and what their best pricing is. As a rule of thumb, traditional or bank financing is going to be the best deal. Usually the pricing is better and the costs are a lot less. So traditional financing in this particular scenario, it looks like the best one might be this one here, which is a 10-year term loan, interest rate 4.45%. The rate is locked for 10 years, and the amortization is 20 years. So this interest rate is about 1% less than the 5.5% quote she received. So by talking to us just a short amount of time, we were able to compare all the different pricing, and on a $500,000 loan, a 1% interest rate, that's a savings of $5,000 if we put her in contact with this particular lender. Over 10 years, the savings would be $50,000. If the doctor went to one of the original banks she talked to and took the best deal that she could find, she'd be paying over the life of the loan an additional $50,000 and getting absolutely nothing extra for that money. Another scenario to prove how valuable we can help your client out. So in this one we'll do a manufacturer who's looking for a working capital loan. They have no collateral, and when they went to talk to their bank passed in the deal because they didn't have any real estate they could put up for collateral. They're looking for a loan of $150,000. Everything besides the lack of collateral is good. They have good credit. They've been in business for 5 years. They have lots of experience. Tax returns, they say, are going to be good. This company is located in Palm Beach County. Some of the lenders that we work with, especially the banks, are small community banks, and they only lend in their footprint. So for some of the smaller banks, it might just be their county and the surrounding counties. So this, by clicking Palm Beach, this will choose all the lenders who want to lend in Palm Beach County and omit those farther north or farther south who aren't interested in lending that far away. We'll leave the zip code the same. For this one, we'll put, they talk to Fifth Third Bank, so we'll take them out of the mix. Again, the type of business is manufacturing. It cannot be secured against real estate. They are U.S. citizens, and the business is a storefront. And it is not a new business, so we'll leave not applicable. We'll leave all the rest of the info the same, and then we'll see if we can find any lenders. And we did. We didn't find any traditional lenders as far as banks, but we did find there's a few SBA financing. It looks like they're all the same, which is an adjustable rate of 6 3/4 to 7%. It's a 10-year term loan with 10-year payments. And then here's a non-traditional financing. Non-traditional is going to be more expensive than SBA, but they're much faster loans to get. And you can see all the non-traditional. In our third scenario, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to do the manufacturer, but not only do they not have great credit, not only do they not have collateral, but but their credit is marginal. So they told us it's about a 650. So we'll leave it at 650. Everything else is the same. So we'll go ahead and we'll see if we can find any lenders that way. And here we are. So the only options that are left is going to be non-traditional. The SBA lenders would not be interested in doing an unsecured loan with marginal credit. And here we have 3 options. You can see the pricing can get quite high, but at least it's an option. And for a lot of businesses, just having that option is kind of considered the cost of doing business sometimes until they can build up their credit. And lots of times these loans, these more difficult deals, are sort of our bread and butter because we're really good with trying to figure out the best way to get the deal done, and also to try to work on this as sort of like a stepping stone loan until we can make the loan stronger, and then they can refinance and get much better terms. And that finishes step 2. Step 3, the final step, is where we work with your clients creating loan packages for submissions to the best matched lenders. If one of the matched lenders say no, it's very easy for us to pivot to present to our next lender. As you can hopefully see by this short demonstration, where we can really add value is helping businesses work smarter, not harder, in finding the best deal on a business loan.